Hi everyone. In the previous video, we learned what AWS Lambda is, why it's called a serverless service. Now let's see how Lambda actually works in real-world application. The interesting thing about the Lambda that it doesn't run all time like a traditional server. Instead, Lambda works based on event. In simple words, something happens and Lambda automatically wakes up and does its job. Let me give you some real world example. Imagine a user upload a photo to S3 bucket. The moment that upload is completed, Lambda can automatically resize the image and store the optimized version. No one needs to log in and run anything manually. Another example, suppose users sign in to your application. The login event can trigger Lambda to record the activity, send a notification, or perform additional security checks. Here's one more example. A customer complete a payment on an e-commerce website. As soon as the payment is successful, Lambda can update the database or generate an invoice and send a confirmation email. All of this happen automatically in the background. That's why Lambda is called event-driven service. Now let's see where Lambda fits in real application. Imagine users submit a form on a website. The request reaches an API. API triggers a Lambda function. Lambda processes the request and store the record information in a database. The entire workflow happens automatically without managing any servers. And that's one of the biggest advantages of Lambda. You don't have to provision servers. You don't have to patch operating system. So you don't have to worry about scaling when traffic increases. AWS take care of all that for you. Think of Lambda like a smart employee. When work arrives, it immediately starts working. Once the job is finished and it stops. If there is no work, it's simply not running. Because it's not running, you are not paying. That's why Lambda is both cost effective and highly scalable. So remember, with Lambda, there are no servers to manage. Your code runs only when event occurs and you pay only for the time your code actually runs. That's the power of serverless computing in AWS. In the next video, we will bring everything together and look at how AWS services work together in real-world architecture. Thank you.